I'll tell you what, it's been a busy few weeks. So far, I've managed to rip out the interior of the van. I've painted the floors to try and help keep the rust at bay. But now it's on to the big changes. You know that old saying, an army marches on its stomach? Well, yeah. I guess the same can be said when it comes to me working on the transit. So a quick pit stop at Greg's for breakfast, and then it's up north to Turriff to see Ali. Now you might remember he's the guy who fixed the carry for me last autumn. He changed over the injector seals and had it running the best it ever did. And he's also the guy I'm hoping is going to bring his good luck to the transit to help make the biggest changes to Travis so far, as I attempt to banish his history as a hire van. So this is both exciting and nervous in equal measures. We're putting into practice measure twice, cut once.
Wonderful.
Poke your drill through the roof of the van as many times as you like. And if you haven't guessed already, job number 1 is to get a roof extractor fan fitted. If I'd been feeling really brave, like really brave, I guess I could have given this a shot myself. But in all seriousness, no. Just no. So after a few minutes of cutting, we had a hole in the roof, which is a good start. It also means we're past the point of no return. And as I am doing this on a budget, there's nothing fancy going in, it's just a cheap and cheerful fan that I got on Fleabay. So we're going to tiger seal this in place and throw in a few rivets as well, that's not going to hurt. It should help keep it flush to the metal of the van and hopefully, touch wood, stop any issues later down the line. With it sealed and riveted in place, all that was left to do is wire it in and of course give it a test. Now as I said, it's nothing fancy, there's no remote, although there are some lights around it. There's an on button and a little handle, and look, that opens and closes it. Right, excuse the mess and work with me here. This is kind of like an episode of Grand Designs in that the place is an absolute bomb scare at the moment, but I am making progress. I guess there's less to go wrong with this. So one job down, but the real magic is yet to come. And I'm not on about resealing the sliding door window, which, to be honest, really wasn't that brilliant before. Yeah. Done by Stevie Wonder and Ray Charles. So back to Ali. And the other real reason for the visit was to start tackling the rust that I'd found in the last video. The plan is to stop this spreading any further. Another area completely out with my comfort zone, if I'm honest with you. While I'm at it, don't forget to hit subscribe if you want to follow the updates on getting Travis ready for AllFord, which takes place at the Grampian Transport Museum in August. Speaking of GTM, next week they hold their preview evening, and apparently I was the first person to book tickets. So I'll be putting out a video about this year's displays, which there's a good chance you'll have already heard about. Anywho, back to work. With the worst of the rust just about gone, it was time to prep some new metal. By prep I mean rust-proof the hell out of it. Get the primer on, clamp the new bit into place. Obviously lots of precision engineering going on about now. You know, I honestly feel so lazy just hanging about watching. But this is one of those cases where it really is best to just let the professionals get on with the repairs. Seeing as the van needs to last me at least a couple of years, I get the feeling that I'll be visiting Ali on a pretty regular basis. I mean, whoever thought that transits would rust? I'm shocked. What's that?
It's a mirror that paint needs to come
Oh.
a bit too close to the weld.
With the new metal firmly in place and absolutely clarted in primer, it was time to turn our attention to the van's interior. So I ordered a couple of boxes of Dodo Mat, which, if you've got no idea what it is, it's basically self-adhesive sound deadening mat. You just cut it to fit, if it needs cut at all. Remove the backing and stick it to whatever surface it needs to be stuck to. If I can manage this, you can. Now the idea is, obviously with Travis being a panel van, this will cut out some of the vibration on the panels. So far so good. Easily the quickest and most efficient bit of the build so far. The Dodo Mat is on the panels of the van. I'm just going to put some on the ceiling as well. And I notice a difference already. This is maybe like a placebo effect, but the van feels a lot quieter and a lot less rattly just nipping around town, so fingers crossed. With the walls done, I'll get some of this on the rear doors. Once the dodo mat's on, the plan is to basically cover everything with a layer of moisture barrier. And on top of the moisture barrier, I'll put on some insulation. The stuff I've gone for again, I think it was off of Fleabay. It's basically recycled plastic bottles. Again, I'm doing this on a budget, I'm being realistic. And honestly, I think it'll do fine. Make sure and join me next time as the real push to get Travis usable gets underway. I kind of feel like the clock's ticking in the race to get him ready for AllFord. Next time, I'm going to start building some furniture.